したら落ちてくガラスの迷路ひび割れた公園まだ消えないまま藤た記憶誰かの夢にすり替わる名前さえ今奪われてく聞こえるか胸の奥できしむ鎖の叫び逃げないで選ぶんだ自分だけの芯を一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られたスターに君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えてゆけ黒いタイピン運命に鼓動が刺さる笑うシステム感情を食らう震えた指でログアウト先を探してるでも君の手が確かにここにある忘れるな偽物でも選ぶ痛みはリアル奪えない願いだけが最後のパスワード一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を上書きしてくささやく嘘切り裂きながら覚めないなら夢を燃やせ一つ操られた明日に君の本と響かせてかけ違えたストーリー今塗り替えていけ必殺君の声で暗いスクリプトを壊して一つ書き換えられた世界で僕は僕を更新してく挟むく影抱きしめながら傷ついても夢を離すな一つ操られた未来一緒に飛び越えて交差してくストーリー今始まりに帰ろ
That J Viper celebrates 24 months of membership to FKN. Yours. Big
J
UPS.
Viper dropping 24 months at the beginning of the stream. That's insane, bro. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right. We are live, boys. We are live. We're gonna dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you gotta break it in. Listen, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. We cannot waste any time today, boys. The pleasantries are gonna have to be minimal. I'm sorry, because we have an insane amount of stories to go through. I took one fucking day off yesterday, and all of a sudden the internet blows up. I don't know why that happens. It just tends to be that way. So, guys, get in here. We gotta hug it out. And if they don't want to hug it, just throw them off the cliff. It's fine. Guys, listen very closely. If you're watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. The stream is having buffering issues. That's interesting because I'm watching the stream playback right now and I'm having no problems. I'm having no problems. I don't know. If you guys are watching on Rumble, like the stream. Come on, cheer. There you go. Fuck. And if you guys are watching anywhere else, that's impossible, and you're most likely gay. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
You are gay!
That's right, boys. That's right, boys. Like the stream. Guys, we got a lot we got to go over. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in his chat right now, hanging out with us on this beautiful, beautiful day. It is a gorgeous day. All right. Absolutely gorgeous day, ladies and gentlemen. Who is here hanging out with us? Who is here? Let's check it out, boys. What's going on? Hey, what's up, man? You just got fucked. What? What? Guys, let's do Big Arm roll call. Let's see who's here. We got Mornblade. What's going on, Mornblade? How you doing, brother? We got Sam Fisher in the chat. What's going on, Sam Fisher? Shout out to Sam Fisher. We got Felstaff in the chat. What's going on, Felstaff? How you doing? We got Bugsy in the chat. What's going on, Bugsy? Mr. Melancholy is here. What's going on, Mr. Melancholy? How you doing? We got, let me see, Matthew. Matthew, why are you not saying Hero Priest? Matthew, why are you not saying Hero Priest? I don't understand. You got to say Hero Priest. All right? If I click your name and you don't say Hero Priest, I'm going to be very, very sad. I'm just saying. Voice in the Water. What's going on, Voice in the Water? Too Cool Curry, what's going on, man? Fourth Wall Guy. Yamato85. What's going on, man? Sam Fisher is in the chat. Diablo Moser is in the chat. Monkey Man 04. Tiger King calling everybody a grifter. You gotta love it. We got Sam Fisher, Sewer Gunner. We got Sunderless Set. We got Felstaff. Adrian Hanma. We got Dietrich Koenig. We got Satuna Shadow. What's going on, Satuna Shadow? We got Timebound Howler. What's going on, Timebound? We got Yamato85. Antram. We got Signo. Review Big Cheese 200. We got Jay Viper in the chat. Jason Alator is in the chat. Toxin is in the chat. What's going on, man? Who else is here? We got Romanizer24 is in the chat. We got T-Jazz Harden Comics in the chat. What's going on? We got, let me scroll down a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Germs007. What's going on, man? It's so ironic that somebody called Germs is hugging everybody. Germs is hugging everybody, boys. Germs is hugging everybody. That's gonna be a good thing. Commander Sonog. What's going on, man? Moogle. Shout out to Moogle. We got Blue Octopus screaming at the top of her lungs. She says, I promise I still exist. Just been feeling horrendous. It's all good. It's all good. We got Viral Cat in the chat. We got Nautilus Maximus in the chat as well. We got Oliver Adam. We got, let me scroll down. Who else? Let me scroll down. Oh, it just skipped a bunch. No, go back up. Go back up. We got Hamster John. He says, hey, I'm not gay. Fair enough. We got Sleeping Nova. We got, who else? Let me see. Backbone WRX. We got Dickachu. He says, nah, it's Wednesday. Oh my God, man. That's got to be a t-shirt. That's got to be a t-shirt, bro. Panther is in the chat. Thanos is in the chat. John motherfucking D is in the chat. What's going on, John D? We got Dade404. BioT Wolf. He says, sup, just playing Palworld. Yeah, about that. Just wait till tonight. Tonight we're going to be playing Palworld again. And I can't wait to show you guys my new base. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Can't wait to show you guys my new base. And I've already done a ton of changes since the last time it was shown, which was on Carolyn's stream earlier today. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. We got Matthew. Let's go. Say hello, please. We got Obi Dean saying Hypno Soup. That sounds nasty. We got Ga. Sorry, I had to say the name properly so that YouTube doesn't freak out. All right, 4 more people. Then we got to get on with the show, man. I see a lot of gray people in here. There's a lot of new people in here. What's with all the grays? What's with all of this, Blackhawk? What's going on, Blackhawk? We got Ken saying, hi, did I make it to the beginning of my first Hypnotic stream? I would say you did. I would say you did. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's check Rumble. Rumble, who do we got, man? Is Rumble going crazy or what? T-Jab's over there on Rumble. Crash Collins over there on Rumble. Viovis over there on Rumble. Dietrich over there on Rumble. Who else is there, man? Let me scroll down. D33 Rice Raids over there on Rumble. We got Glyber over there on Rumble as well. We got Denarier on Rumble. Blue Octopus is on Rumble as well. And last but not least, we got Viovis. We got, let me scroll down. Oh, that's it. That's everybody. That's everybody over on Rumble. All right. With that being said, guys, it's time to sacrifice a fellow Bigot Army member. Try to be nice. Do not send it. Do not send a new person. All right. Do not send a new person. Boys, it's time to sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And it's time to send their gooning asses to HR, boys. We got to send them to HR. Who is going to go to HR? Let's go. Let's figure it out, man. Who's going to go? Stop with the banana spam. Stop. I already know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. All right. You're trying to go to HR to give every single one of those girls bananas. Stop it. Stop it. I see what you're doing. Oliver says, I volunteer and take somebody else with me. F your Una reverse card. No, you can't volunteer. You got to be sacrificed. You got to be sacrificed. All right, Signal says Una reverse. If no Una reverse, go down by 5. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hypno the gold sniff standard? What the fuck is the gold sniff standard? What the fuck does that mean? You know what? No, go to HR.
Please, I beg you, don't do this. I didn't mean it.
Sit your bigot butt down in the chair so we can tell you how racist you are, you disgusting chud.
It's crazy, man. Handy's going to HR, bro. Handy's going to HR. It's too much. What do you mean, sniff, sniff? Stop it. Stop it. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to go over today. All right, here's what we got planned, because it's gonna be a good show. All right, we got to talk about the recent news that dropped from good old Alana Pierce. All right, good old Alana Pierce, she who has multiple connections to PlayStation, or at least that's what she says anyway. Apparently, according to her, PlayStation is in lockdown mode. That's right, boys. Like, PlayStation, first off, has a strong social media policy. However, now more than ever, they enacted an extremely strong social media restriction for their employees, and they did this apparently ahead of the announcement of the removal of physical media, because they all knew what was going to happen. They knew the backlash was about to basically come to their doorstep, and so they prepared for it. They prepared for it, which is why nobody is saying a single thing, and everybody is super quiet. So we got to talk about that. What the fuck? Why are you talking right now? Why are you talking right now? Why are you talking right now, Chewbacca? Look at this fucking guy, bro. He just did the same sound twice. He just did it 3 times now. He's literally retarded. Literally retarded. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. So we're going to talk about that. All right, we're going to talk about the Alana Pierce stuff. We are also going to talk about Xbox's major announcement, which was the PC backwards compatibility, essentially. They announced a couple of video games that they were going to allow for PC backwards compatibility, which is a pretty huge deal, considering what's happening right now with PlayStation. So we're going to talk about that, as well as other Xbox news, because not only is Asha Sharma, apparently they're calling for her to be fired, because even Fox News is getting involved. I didn't think we were ever going to get a crossover with Fox News, and yet here we are. We're going to talk about that video clip going viral right now about her. You know, basically they're calling for her to be fired. We're also going to talk about a recent revelation that we found out about Stalker 2 and how Xbox apparently paid more than the entire budget of Stalker 2 in order to buy out exclusivity, not permanently, but for a limited time. So let me rephrase that, okay? Xbox paid the same amount, if not more, than the entire budget of Stalker 2 just to be able to make it exclusive temporarily for their platform. This is how much money these companies are wasting at any given time. It's actually fucking crazy. And obviously that did not pay off for them. That was one of their many wasted avenues. But it's just like, You guys are paying more than the entire budget of the game in order to make it exclusive for a limited time? A limited time? Not even like permanently, but a limited time? It's crazy,
The
bro.
antitrust department of the USA can fight Sony.
Viral Cat with the 2, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before they get looked into it by them. But thank you for the 2, brother. Appreciate it. So we're gonna talk about that. We got a lot of Xbox news, and we're gonna talk about Palworld, guys. Palworld. Oh my God, the amount of meltdowns, the amount of chaos, the amount of hatred, the amount of everything towards Palworld is fucking palpable, boys. It is it is literally like, dude, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Not for a long time. Like the hatred towards Palworld is just ungodly at this point. So we got a couple of examples that I want to bring up just to kind of laugh at them, because I think it's pretty funny. And we're also going to talk about the Palworld TCG because we have an unboxing, unpackaging video that I want to go over, because you guys know I told you the other day I ordered 3 boxes. I managed to actually get my hands on 3 boxes. So I ordered 3 booster boxes. I got 2 trial decks that's going to be coming in. So I'm pretty excited about that. But we're going to take a look at some of the new cards and see what they look like and just kind of get an overall idea of them. So we got a lot of Palworld news. We're going to go over that as well. I did not steal them. Stop it, Signo. And we're going to talk about some more PlayStation news, because apparently PlayStation sales are down almost 20% year over year, which is pretty bad. And I'm pretty sure they're hoping Grand Theft Auto saves their asses, which I'm sure it will at some point. Oh, and we're going to talk about a Blizzard cheating story. If we could get to it, I want to talk about the Blizzard cheating story. It's pretty insane. Apparently, Blizzard had to intervene in a World of Warcraft massive cheating scandal that happened recently, where the employee was accused of insta-killing an enemy in order to help a Twitch streamer's mythic team. So this fucking bro, this guy risked everything for a Twitch streamer. He risked it all. Risked it all, man. That's crazy. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about that. I want to go over all that nonsense and more, boys. So guys, we got to get to the content, but before we do, we got pre-stream legends, which is already being read because the TTS is live, and I didn't pause it. It is what it is. I didn't pause it. But before we do any of that, we do have a battle going on. So let's go over today's battle. This is round 3 in the first round of the brand new tournament. Let's go. All right. Guys, listen up, man. First battle was Mai versus Baiken, and Mai ended up winning. That was pretty obvious, although it was a pretty decent fight in the beginning. And then the last battle after that was Shermie versus Asuka, and Asuka ended up taking the win after one hell of a battle in the chat, which is crazy. I was not expecting Asuka versus Shermie to be that crazy, but it was. So now Asuka is going to be going up against Mai in the next round. So we'll see those girls later on once we get to that point. But today is a King of Fighters Day, boys. Today is a King of Fighters Day. Both waifus are directly from King of Fighters. So we got Elizabeth versus Angel, ladies and gentlemen. That's today's battle. We got Elizabeth versus Angel, both of them from King of Fighters. So if you guys are fans of either waifu or you just want to help vote, let me know in the super chats at the beginning of each one. You got to put the name first at the bare minimum. The poll is extremely close right now. It is literally 50-50. The poll is 50-50 in the chat right now, which is crazy. We don't normally see that. So you guys let us know which way you're going to go, whether it's Angel or Elizabeth, either or. Let us know in the super chat. It's going to be going on throughout the entire stream, and then we'll figure out who the winner is going to be by the end, as we always do. All right, guys, are we ready for the membership train? Let's get this shit started, boys. Let's get it started, boys. Get on the train. We got a lot of gray people. There's way too many gray people. I already see Rumble dropping memberships. Shout out to Rumble. YouTube, we got a lot of gray people, man. Let's go. Let's get on the train. Let's go. Let's go.
All aboard.
Look at all the grays.
Membership train. Lights up, first spark, first flame. Name after name, rushing down the frame. Midnight chord, hip
Crash Collins gifted a membership on Rumble. Thank you, my man. Rumble has no grades, I think. Gritty Knuckles dropping a membership on YouTube like a boss. Thank you, sir. Denarier dropped a membership over on Rumble. Thank you, sir. Debo snatching a chain out there. Look at this man. Shout out to Debo. Thank you for the membership. Chief Danier sneaking in 5 memberships at the very end. Yo, Chief Danier's not playing around, man. He snuck that in right at the very end. 5 memberships over on YouTube. What a badass, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Chief Danier. Let's go through the supers one more time, and then we're going to get going, man. Jay Viper, thank you again for 24 months. 2 fucking years, he says. Shout out to you. I think you upgraded to what? Super Saiyan God now, pretty sure? Pretty sure you're Super Saiyan God now. Your badge emoji. I'm positive about that. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Adair Soto, thank you for the 5, as always. Viral Cat, thank you for the 2. And then Gritty Knuckles dropped a membership. Thank you, sir. Debo dropped a membership. And then, thankfully, Chief Danier dropped 5 memberships. And that's the first one of the stream.
More memberships! More memberships! More memberships!
Elizabeth.
I love women with short hair and a little something else. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Mr. Melancholy, thank you for the 5. Considering this is the first membership banger of the stream, you already know what... Oh, fuck. Biden's coming. Oh, guys, God, fuck. Run. Run.
Renovating a crack house into a crack home, praise be to basement Jesus. The sniff sniff.
FBI, open up!
Holy shit. Oh. Chai T, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Wow. Shout out. Shout out to Chief Danier. Thank you, brother, again for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that very, very much. Let's scroll on up, because who do we got? We got on Rumble, Denarier dropped a membership over on Rumble. I appreciate that, Denarier. Crash Collins followed it up with another membership over there on Rumble. Those guys refuse to let anybody not have a membership over there. It's pretty insane. And then Crash Collins and Denarier dropped another membership each during the membership train. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. And then Adair Soto with the $, says Hypno, the person with a Twitch streamer. She's even an e-girl streamer. That's even worse. So this guy gives up his job for an e-streamer. Girl, it's crazy. I didn't even know it was a girl. I'm not surprised it's a girl. I'm just saying I didn't even know it was a girl. I was gonna get to that. That's even funnier then. Holy shit. Not surprising though, to be honest with you. Thank you for the $, though. Appreciate that. All right, boys, we are fully caught up. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much. And again, we are trying to our very best to get to 708 tier 1s in a row, which is insane, and 383 tier 2s in a row.
Your rules are the key for the hash yorma misafuda.
You said my mom's a Fuda? Bro. Hey, as Trump on top of that too?
Angel.
Holy shit, thank you for the
Alana,
5.
the knee goddess.
Oh no. Oh no. Why can't we just behave? Why is behaving so difficult?
10 seconds. A new record. Why don't bears eat clowns? They taste funny.
Why can't we just behave one time? Thank you, Ron. I appreciate the 5. Jesus, man. And Eternal Brandon dropping the dollar, strip a dollar. Appreciate that as well, man. Thank you so much, Brandon. All right, guys, let's get into the content, man. We're gonna start out with some funnies. Let's start out with some funnies, man. Listen, first and foremost, this is the I saw this meme. I don't know why they changed his face with AI. It's kind of weird. But you got gamers, PlayStation. Why would you make Brian O'Connor PlayStation? That's horrible. Oh, God. The split. No. It's emotional. No. That's terrible. What's up, Turtley? How you doing? We need to jailbreak the PS5. The PS5, isn't it already jailbroken? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, but he comes back with AI. That's true. That's true. Emotional damage. Yeah, I know. Hold on. I got another one. Let's check this out. Watch this. I got another one. I'm not even going to give you the context of this one.
Assume retirement is easy. Trying to blend in has been kind of rough.
That will be $47.
$47? The economy is getting rough these days. The hardest part about retirement is fitting in. Everyone says, just be yourself. But when you once tried to wipe out half of all life, maybe being yourself is not the best strategy.
He's had a hard life, man.
I think he's trying his best. I think. I heard he's taking cooking classes now. That's a good start.
I just want to be very clear. This is what AI was made for. This is literally... This is what AI was made for. I'm serious. Like, AI... Like, the legacy of AI is going to be something like this. It's not going to be anything else. It's going to be something like this.
I miss the old days sometimes. The power, the respect, the fear in people's eyes. Now,
somebody out there right now is paying $2,000 for RAM because somebody wanted to make a Thanos AI clip. Oh, my God, man. That's insane. Somewhere right now, there's an AI data center processing this information. It's crazy.
Everyone wants to take a selfie with the big purple guy.
Imagine wanting to take a selfie with the person who killed half of the fucking universe. Which, to be fair, since he looks like he's on like a college campus, that would make sense, right? That considering that most college kids are communists in training. That would make sense that they would want to go with the person who likes to genocide people. That would make a lot of sense, actually.
I may have failed to save the universe.
He did it for the greater good.
I will conquer the Suburban Homeowners Association. One bake sale at a time.
He's going to conquer the Suburban Homeowners Association. One bake sale at a time. That's so fucking good, bro. Oh my God. Would you watch it as the full show? I would. As sad as that is, I really would. Hold on. I got another one, boys. You ready for this? I was going to save this for the Palworld section, but I'm going to show you it now because it's hilarious. I'm going to show you this now. You guys ready? Here we go.
Downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound.
Oh! No! Palworld with a $6 million budget. Starfield with a $200 million budget. Palworld with a 2 million concurrent player count.
And I need you.
Starfield. Oh, man, with a 10,000 concurrent player count.
And I miss you.
Oh, my God. That's actually amazing. That's so fucked. That's why they're so mad. I'm telling you, man. The bird is bad, bro. It's so bad. I love it though. It's great. It's fucking great. I found these videos and I'm like, this is great. I got to show people this. All right, man. Let's get serious. Let's start talking about some stuff. First and foremost, I want to go over a couple changes really quick that I want you guys to know, since I know a lot of you use Steam. So apparently they've made it. They made some changes to Steam, by the way. I want to show you guys what the changes are, some major ones anyway. So Steam's made some changes. They've made gifting video games easier, apparently. They've also allowed the ability to have guest checkout, so you don't have to have an account, I suppose, and also gifting to email directly. So instead of gifting to an account, you could actually gift to an email. So let's say you don't have someone as like on your friends list, you could just gift to someone's email. That's going to be really good because then that way it allows you to gift to people. Like when we do giveaways, for example, I don't necessarily have to add everybody on the friends list in order for that to work. So that's pretty interesting. And not only that, apparently Steam wishlists now support categories, which is pretty cool. So instead of wishlisting like specific video games only, you can now wishlist like a certain category. Basically, like, so if I wanna say, hey, you know, I prefer video games that are like ARPGs or something, you know, I think that would be pretty cool. So not bad. I mean, more options are always a good thing. And they're always, you know, it seems like they're always improving their store, obviously. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I like those changes. Let me see if I could break up the picture here. It says we now highlight when a game on your wish list has a demo available. You can also be notified when a demo is released for the game in your wish list. That's pretty cool. So you're going to get highlights and notifications if you have a game wishlisted. When that game drops a demo, you'll get a notification for that. So that's pretty cool. Not only that, micro trailers are now shown when hovering each game's capsule image. So now when you hover over an image, it'll show you a little trailer when you hover over it and not just like nothing. So that's pretty cool. Navigating to and from your wish list in a browser, mobile, Steam client, or Steam OS does a better job of bringing you back to where you were looking at. They made some tweaks to the wishlist page to improve its contrast and legibility. Also, you could already share a link to your wish list. Now you could share a link to a specific category on your wish list or even a filtered view of your wish list. Clicking on the share button at the top of your wish list gives you a unique URL to share with friends and family. That's crazy. So now you can actually share your wish list with people with the link. That's amazing, man. Holy shit. People with the link can view the shared list, even if your wish list is set to private. Links can be revoked at any time. Wow. That's awesome, man. Shout out. That's great. That's great. Good changes overall. That's going to help when it comes to like the giveaways and stuff. You know, that's pretty cool. The sharing link will only show the games in your current filtered view. For example, you might want to share my birthday list with your family. From that shared link, your family can gift video games. Nice. Very nice. So those are all changes. There's more changes, but these are like the major ones that I wanted to go over because it's just, it's good stuff. You know, it's the simple things in life, right, that make big changes overall. All right, let me X out of this. Guys, we're going to talk about Palworld first. Watch out, Hypnotic. Someone's going to search the Fuda category. Do not send me your Fuda links. First off, I don't click links. You guys know that. And even if I did, do not send me your Fuda links. I want to get a bunch of fucking Fuda links. Be like, hey, buy me this Fuda game. All right, let me pause CTS, boys. I'm going to pause up. And let's get to it, man. Let's make it happen. We're going to talk about Palworld first, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready for this? Guys, let's talk about Palworld. Now, I'm excited for Palworld, obviously, overall, with the upcoming trading card game. I've been playing the video game. I'm currently level like 64 or 65 or something like that. And, you know, I think I have like 80 hours in it or something like that now. Fantastic video game. I'm loving it, and I just can't get enough, right? It's a super fun video game. I'm going to be playing it tonight on Hypnotic Gaming Live after the stream's over. But the trading card game is about to release. We are 8 days away. We're 8 days away from the trading card game releasing officially on July 30th. And like we spoke about in my last segment, you know, the game is sold out pretty much almost everywhere. It's very difficult to get any of these packs anymore. It's sold, last we heard, the numbers were over 3.5 million packs. And for a first round, that's pretty damn amazing, considering that this is just a survival craft video game, guys. Like, this is like a survival craft video game going mega viral outside of its own ecosystem and doing it the right way. So we all know about the partnership with the TCG card game that's coming, and I wanted to go over this video and also go over some of the salt that people have towards Palworld, because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of salt, guys. It's really insane, man, like how much this game has affected people that supposedly don't play the game. But in any case, let's first look at the positive and check out this card opening video. So I saw this video. This is coming from the Collectibles Guru. Says Palworld is officially coming for the TCG market. One of the first Palworld official card game packs has already been opened ahead of the July 30th launch. Now, the ironic thing is that if you go on eBay right now, you're going to see a ton of Palworld cards that are available that are being sold as singles, and they're being sold for pretty high prices. I'm assuming these are people that had access to the packs early and are trying to list them early. This thing has been chaotic, dude. It's been absolutely insane.
It's
Let's take a look at it.
Welcome to the first ever booster pack opening of Dawn of Palpagos, Palworld official card game, first edition.
Dawn of Palpagos. Is it not Palpagos? Or is that just me being like ultra Hispanic? Palpagos? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
7 cards per pack. Can't wait. I've been waiting. This is the first time ever of a card opening in general. I've never opened cards. So if you're like, why are you opening it like that? Well, that's because I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to open it like this. Oh, I don't want to show the card either. Oh. Okay, we got it.
So if I make a TCG channel, do I have to be like super hyper like this when I open up packs, or can I just be like, yeah, we're about to open up a pack? I get why people do it. I don't care. I'm not hating. I think it's interesting. I think it's good. You know,
I don't think
you got to be like,
is a way to
you got to be like screaming. This is why I don't have a TCG channel, because for me, like when I'm collecting TCG, I am like super focused. Right, just like with manga, super focused. I'm not gonna be like screaming or anything like that, you know. But I understand why you have to. You gotta be energetic,
like
you know.
Back to the front, and it's that. But it's the first ever one, so here we go.
All right, let's go. Let's see this.
Oh, nice. Okay, we've got
a
black.
By the way, I think it was Carolyn. I forgot who said it. I think it was her. Somebody said this character looks like my avatar. The fuck? No, it doesn't. No, it does not. That's crazy, bro. Like anybody with hidden eyes or something is immediately my character? That's insane. No, he doesn't. Stop lying, chat. Stop lying.
Marketeer. I'm gonna put them right there in the back.
Oh, Wumpo Botan, nice.
Ooh, this is a pretty one. I've never seen this one before. Wumpo Botan.
I'm actually curious how the game is gonna play. You know, I really am. I'm curious how the game is gonna play. Because I do want the game to be fun too. Like I don't just want to collect it. You know, the extra cards that I have, I want to be able to play it. So hopefully the game is pretty fun to play.
Cute. Oh, the treasure chest found. I love that. Look how.
Yo, how much do you think a Sekhmet card is gonna go for? I don't even know if they have a Sekhmet card, but if they do, can you imagine how much it's gonna go for? Everybody's gonna pay a premium. Everybody's gonna pay a premium. Everybody's gooning over that fucking pal, bro. It's insane.
We've got a flame cauldron. Very pretty. Very pretty, very pretty. Love that. Daydream deep slumber.
Nice.
This is going to be really good with its color. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I like the art
so
so far.
3 left. Oh, just kidding. What the? I got a freaking Lily Knocked. So cool. What the heck? Oh, what? There's 2? Okay. Lightning Knocked, very pretty card. Providence of the Goddess. Look at this very nice little like.
I like the hollow. Looks good.
Hollow, rainbow look. And then what do we get? Ooh, oh,
that's sick.
This is different from.
That's
look at those
sick.
Triangles. What?
That's
heck?
sick. I like that.
The antique curtain. This is very pretty.
That's pretty
Let
sick.
me see the difference. Let me see the difference. Let me see the difference. Yo, okay. You see the difference right here? Ooh, pretty, pretty. And that's my first ever Palworld booster unpacking.
That's pretty sick. Like I have, so like I said, I have 3 boxes coming, 3 booster boxes coming. So I think it's 7 cards a pack, 12 packs in a booster box. So I'm going to have a decent amount of packs to go through. And then I have the trial decks that I'm going to be having as well. So if I do decide to make a TCG channel, there'll be plenty of content to upload. That's for sure. Plus I have, I think 2, 4, 6. I have 6 booster boxes of Gundam coming as well. I have GD2 Gundam, Dual Impact, 2 boxes. I have GD3, 2 boxes, and GD4, 2 boxes. So I got a lot of TCG coming in soon that I'm, pretty excited to, jump back into. But in any case, so that's the video for that. Now let me go over a little bit of the craziness that is going on. But first and foremost, there was an article written that says Palworld lead promises you will always be able to play Pocket Pair survival game. Why would you assume it had an end of service? Guys, like these people, I don't know how they're gonna keep winning, but they find ways. They find ways to keep winning, right? So we already know the conversation that's happening around video games losing physical media and around video games will like stop killing games, right? And how, you know, these video games, they end up like the service ends up dying. It seems as if Palworld already has a plan in place for end of service, where if they ever get to that point where the game is not sustainable anymore for themselves, they will allow you to be able to sustain the game on your own. I mean, that's just so fucking base, bro. I mean, think about it. You could already host your own servers right now. So is it really that hard to believe that you'll be able to continue playing the game? I think that's great. That is absolutely amazing, especially with a video game like this. They continue to make other companies look like children. That's really what it is. With these other companies that are saying, oh, it's so hard to come up with an end of service plan for these online games. How could you expect us to do that? And then you have Palworld, you have Pocket Pair, who had 12 developers and a $6 million budget to come out with a massive video game that a ton of people are playing right now. Over 40 million players, over 30 million copies sold, and they had an end-of-life service plan probably before Stop Killing Games was even a thing. It honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. So shout out to them for that. Now, with that comes a lot of salt, okay? Have you guys noticed that there seems to be a trend now where everybody is essentially sleeping with Nintendo's girl? What do I mean by that? So Nintendo obviously got felted by Palworld so unbelievably hard that they tried to sue the company, right? Which we're going to go over that in a second because, guys, we have another massive W. Another massive W. Not only did the patent get rejected from Nintendo in Japan recently that we went over in the other stream, but apparently there were some comments that were made against Nintendo that were a little bit sassy, according to some articles. So we're going to go over that also. But in any case, there are basically everybody now, after seeing what Palworld did to Nintendo, or I should say Nintendo's girl, everybody's doing it. Did you guys see the Fortnite trailer that came out recently? Bro, small creatures, big bonds, epic battles. On July 23rd, dive into a new collection of creature-based games where sidekicks take center stage. Even Fortnite is sleeping with Nintendo's girl. Look at this. This is crazy, bro. Bro, that's crazy.
Oh, it's on. Let's go.
Bro, Pokemon fans would be like, oh my god, that's such a ripoff of Magikarp. You already know, bro. You already know what's coming. I know I'm joking, but am I really though? Am I really though? Think about that for a second. Think about it. Like, oh my god, the yellow dog, that's gotta be a ripoff of Pikachu. Dude. Cuddles and chaos. Oh my god, bro. Seriously, dude. Like, even Fortnite is getting in on the creature capture nonsense, right? So it's amazing how we talked about the Streisand effect many times, but Nintendo literally Streisand not only Palworld, but after Palworld's massive success, they essentially Streisand their own competition, which is crazy. It's crazy. They Streisand their own competition to now they're at the point where everybody's gonna do it. And don't get it wrong. Like, there's gonna be a lot of bad video games that are gonna come out from this. Right, but there's a couple of video games that I'm looking forward to that aren't just Palworld. One of them is Dokave, right? Dokave is the video game that is from the creators of Crimson Desert. That game looked insane, and considering that they delivered on pretty much everything that Crimson Desert promised, I have no doubts that this studio will hopefully also deliver on everything they promised with Dokave. Because if Dokave comes out, bro, oh my god, dude, that would be insane. But I know it's been in development for a while, so hopefully they could get their shit together and make it happen. But the point is that the amount of competition that's going to be coming out now is insane. And yeah, maybe not all of them or any of them will be as big as Palworld, or maybe not all of them will be as big as Pokemon. But at the end of the day, the one thing that Nintendo tried desperately to stop, and they did try to stop it, I don't care what the Nintendo fans say, ultimately they did try to stop competition from happening, they eventually just Streisand their own competition. And it's not just the one that they were worried about either. Now everybody's coming out and doing it, right? So anyway, you got that. But let's go over here. Let's go over here really quick because this is interesting, right? So check this out. Before we get into the salt, the Japanese Patent Office has officially had enough of Nintendo, rejecting a patent attached to the Palworld lawsuit with rarely seen sass. Now, everybody knows Nintendo has been filing patent after patent after patent after patent nonstop. They've been filing it nonstop, trying desperately to find a win against Palworld with no win in sight. Right? Ultimately, what's going to end up happening is they're going to get barely anything for it. The patent office came back with a Tommy gun because Nintendo basically said, well, let me go up here. The office was apparently unimpressed by the fact that selecting a Pokeball displayed at the bottom right of the screen causes Ash to throw it. If it hits Pikachu, Pikachu can be captured. But it expressed this while citing a gameplay video from 13 years ago, which we went over the other day, of the unofficial indie game Pokemon Generations. The video now has new comments reading, "This game defeated Nintendo in court, and you saved Palworld." Bro, that's crazy. But it's not that simple. Nintendo fired back at the patent office in a counter-argument, telling the office that it acted extremely inappropriately by citing a copyright-infringing game like Pokemon Generations in its rejection of its ball-throwing patent. The patent office then came back with a Tommy gun saying this argument has no bearing on determining inventive step. But if Nintendo really wanted to talk about copyright infringement, accuracy should take precedence. So in that case, it continues, the notice would need to use cumbersome descriptions such as an object in the form of a small animal instead of Pokemon, an object in the form of a boy wearing a red cap instead of Ash, an object in the form of a small yellow animal instead of Pikachu, and an object in the form of a small green animal instead of Bulbasaur, and a spherical object with a red upper half and a white lower half instead of a Pokeball. However, continues the patent office, even with such rephrasing, the logical structure of the grounds for refusal remains unchanged. So basically, what they're saying is that even if you reword it and resubmit it, it's not going to change the fact that the logical outcome of the refusal remains the same. So the refusal is going to remain the same no matter how much you try to change the words and to try to make it something that you could take advantage of. They're like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. The structure is the same. The grounds for refusal is the same. All of it is the same. Our decision is unchanged. Nintendo's not happy about that, obviously, and they filed a petition against the rejection. So we're going to talk about that later down the line because it's currently under review. Now, you do have, man, this, I don't know who this guy is or this girl, whatever, but holy shit, man, do they hate Palworld, bro? They hate Palworld. Think about this for a second. Look at this. An average gamer says nearly 90% of Palworld 1.0s came from Steam. It's definitely dead on consoles, bro. So he's been trying, like, they've been trying to, like, say that Palworld's dying and dead. But since the Steam numbers keep going up, now he can't say that. So now they're trying to be like, oh, well, it's dead on consoles. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? First off, it's a survival craft video game. It's a survival craft video game, right? So naturally, it's going to be more played on PC. Survival craft video games are way bigger on PC than they are on console. Not that they don't have a fan base there, but it is huge on PC. If you look at any of these survival craft video games, they're always going to be huge. Not only that, there's over 30 million copies sold. So if you look at this, the remaining percentage of this, the 14%, whatever it is, that number on 30 million is not a small number, my guy. It's not a small number. You know, so if you look at that, it's amazing how the goalpost always moves because they're so desperate to try to get that win, to get that own on Palworld. Guys, Palworld is a video game that you're meant to finish. You might get thousands of hours out of it, but you're meant to finish it. You're meant to get max level. You're meant to max out your pals. You're meant to do all the content. You're meant to finish the game. Everybody in their mind has it where it's like, oh, if it's got to be live service capable. It's not supposed to be. Not everything is supposed to be live service capable. Palworld's not trying to be a live service video game. It's an online video game that you could choose how you want to play it, either solo or with friends, and that is it. A survival craft fun video game with a really cool online experience. That is it. It's not meant to be your marathon, which, by the way, how's Marathon doing? It's not meant to be any of the live service style video game. It has an end to the game, which is actually kind of nice these days, you know? But in any case, look at this. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Palworld's console performance is leaking, and man, all that hype just for this, and it's only a $20, $30 game. Imagine, bro. Imagine trying to be so, like, I don't even know how to even explain this, bro. Like, you're shilling so hard for Nintendo that you're actually trying to say that because the game is cheaper or more affordable, that's somehow a bad thing. It's only a $20 or $30 game, I know, and that's amazing. It's not a $70, $80 game like Nintendo's Pokemon. Or it's not a $70, it's not a $100 video game masking itself as a $70 video game with day one DLC that costs $30. Because that's exactly what Pokemon is. So why exactly is $20, $30 a bad thing? That's actually amazing. And by the way, that's right up where people are spending on average on video games. The average amount spent on video games, I believe, was like low 20s. So what are we doing? Now, obviously, console gamers spend on more on average. I think it's like 40-something bucks on average. But what are we doing, bro? Why is that an own? No, what do they keep using players? Ha 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 ha. They advertise copies sold, by the way. They use players and copies sold. It's not like they use one or the other. They use players and copies sold. That's why we know both information. It says on PlayStation, the game moved around 300,000 additional copies post 1.0. That's additional, by the way. So that means that copies that were sold after 1.0, which means there's millions of copies sold before 1.0. On Xbox, copies since 1.0 reached a little under 70,000 copies, about 1 million in revenue. I would be so curious, and we all know it's not going to happen for obvious reasons. I would be so curious as to the level of success Palworld would have on the Nintendo Switch. I really would. I really would be real curious because I have a feeling that these hardcore Nintendo Pokemon fanboys are fearful that if Palworld were to ever release on the Nintendo platform, it would actually do so well that it would challenge some of the more newer Pokemon games. I really do believe that. I think they are fearful of that particular reality. You're more obsessed with Palworld than those who actually play and enjoy Palworld, and I shall post this meme every time because it's legit how you're acting. Quit having fun. Quit having fun. That's amazing. So, I mean, but in any case, you know, listen, Palworld's not going to come out on the Switch for obvious reasons. You could blame the hardware, but obviously it has to do with the fact that Nintendo would never allow it. Nintendo would literally never allow Palworld on the Switch. I highly doubt that would ever be a thing, which is kind of funny because there are Palworld clones on the Nintendo Switch, but they specifically have a rage boner for Pocket Pair, so they're not going to want to do it. We all know that that's not going to happen. Hey, man, why can't you motherfuckers convince more console players? Because it's obvious y'all are modding it to make it look better than it is on PC. Brother, it plays better on PC. Survival craft video games play better with keyboard and mouse. Not every video game is meant for a controller or a console. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? It was only recently that Civilization made its way to consoles, and they had to change the entire UI in order for Civilization to be even remotely playable on consoles. But before then, it was a PC-only video game because the UI was too complicated and you weren't able to mimic it on consoles. The fuck is this guy talking about, dude? I know, I get it, all right? Like, I get it, I understand that realistically, this kind of person is not really... they're rage baiting, right? I understand that. But there's also a little bit of truth there, and I really do think this is like fanboyism at its most extreme, where they're really not trying to think 2 seconds past their face. They're just trying to say what they want to say and then hope that it rage baits people enough to get some likes and stuff. But realistically, I mean, we're really not doing that well. 74 likes. I'm sure if they keep trying, they'll be fine. So anyway, the salt is crazy. People are just not like, and again, it's not just him. I'm using this one post because there are so many. If you go through X, there are so many posts that are anti-Palworld. It's hilarious. But for every one anti-Palworld post, there's like 1,000 positive ones. I just find them to be really damn hilarious. But yeah, looking forward to the TCG. When I get my hands on it, I can't wait to open it up and kind of show you guys what that's about. And I know some of you have also ordered some as well. Cassie told me earlier today that she managed to order some boxes, so good for her. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right, let me resume really quick. I don't think anything came in, but I'll resume anyway. Let me just double check. Oh no, some came in. Hold on 1 second.
Nah, he gay AF boy.
What? What? He gay as fuck, boy? Who's gay as fuck, boy? Who's gay as fuck? Thank you for the 2, Mickey. Appreciate you.
No, are you sure the black market is not your distant relative from your family tree?
Bro, no. No, he's not. I'm telling you, he's not. Thank you for the 5. He's
I'm
not.
literally about to bite him thinking about it.
Do it. Do it, Gaming Isn't Dead. Do it. I think you'll have a good time. If you like survival craft games, do it. Seriously. It's $30. It's amazing. Oh, the card opener's gay as fuck? Okay, that makes
the
sense.
people in order, you know the thing.
You had a stroke. What? What did you say? What did you say? We the people in order. Oh, you know. Thank you for the $4.99 and thank you for the vote for Angel. By the way, just a reminder, guys, we do have the battle going on all stream right now. We got Angel versus Elizabeth. Both of these girls are from Kings of Fighter. So make your votes known. Let us know what it is, whatever you decide. Cajun says, regardless, Pokemon is going. Wait, what's that? Pokemon. Fuck. It just went away. Oh, here we go. Pokemon is going to do their thing, and Palworld's going to do theirs. I don't need carbon copies. Just good games. Exactly. 100%. Like, for me, listen, dude, honestly, for me, I don't give a fuck, okay? Like, I don't give a fuck about Pokemon. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with the game. I like what they're doing with the franchise. I like what they're doing with the overall presentation of it. I like that they take it serious. I like that they're not half-assing it. I like that they partnered with a known, reputable, like, manufacturer, distributor, all that stuff. I like it. I like that stuff. And I want to support that, especially since I like the game. I like the brand. I like all that shit. I want to support that because I think it's important. I do. I think they're doing a great job. And not only that, they kind of won extra points by saying that they're going to support end of service, which is, I mean, obviously talk is cheap. If the day ever comes where that, that becomes a thing, then obviously we can talk about it. But realistically, Palworld has made so much money that they're not really going to be affected for a very long time. So, but no, I think they did a great job, and hopefully they continue. They don't fuck it up. Hopefully Pocket Pair maintains some level of humbleness because they seem to be doing all the right things. Hopefully. Again, I say hopefully because every company's capable of just completely fucking up. Did we get a smash raid? Holy shit! Wait, hold on. We did. Thank you for the smash. Wait, why is it not? What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry. What's up with this shit? There we go. Sorry. Shout out to Smash for the raid. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Did you raid from the main? Oh, you raid from the gaming channel. Okay, my bad. I thought it was the main channel. Regardless, thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Hope you were having fun playing Pragmata, I guess. Pretty sure. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Glad to see you finally in Palworld. I know. I've been waiting for a long time, dude. I've been waiting for a long fucking time, bro. I've been talking about 1.0 Palworld for the longest time because people kept talking to me about Palworld. They're like, hey, when are you going to play? When are you going to play? When are you going to play? And I kept giving the same answer. I'm like, I'm going to play when it's 1.0. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play when 1.0 officially releases. That's when I'm going to play, right? And I told you, once 1.0 releases, I'm going to give it a fair shot. I'm going to crack out on it, and we're going to see if it was worth it. And it was. It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, it's shit. It's not. It's actually really good. Really, really good. So I'm having a great time. Like I said, I'm 80 hours in that game already. Just to, like, it came out not that long ago, and I don't usually have time like that. But I've been trying to find time to play Palworld because it's that good. And yeah, no, Signal, no, bro. I made a rule for myself. Bro. I swear to God, on everything. I will not install Palworld on my Steam Deck, bro. I won't. I will not, because if I do, kiss, sleep, goodbye. Gone. Adios. Never getting it ever again. And I know that. I'm gonna be way too tempted to grab the Steam Deck.
Angel. Probably gonna have to leave the stream early, so I'll just leave this here.
Yo, Mickey, thank you for the 20. I appreciate that. Holy shit. Thank you, sir. I understand if you got to leave the stream, no worries, man. But you got a nice vote in there for Angel. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, Mickey. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. I actually get sleep. Yeah, I try. I get like 6 hours a day if I'm lucky, but I try. But if I install Palworld on my Steam Deck, I am fucked. I am fucked, like royally fucked. You don't understand. I already got to struggle to get off the fucking PC after work. After I'm done streaming Palworld, I'll sneak in like an extra 20 minutes solo. It's terrible. It's awful. But yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. Dark Obsidian says I've already did 135 hours in Mass Effect Legendary Edition and I'm on my second run through. Exactly. Think about that. And I'm like 80 hours in Palworld. It just recently came out. Now, to be fair, some of those hours, probably like 10 or 15 of those hours are AFK hours where, you know, basically it's just like doing expeditions. That's it. Like I left the character logged in or whatever. It's doing expeditions or whatever. That's basically it. But most of the time was spent like actively playing the game, you know? So it is what it is. All right, boys, let's get to the next one. What the fuck is Palworld? Brother, learn. You're going to learn today. Thank you again for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. Let me check Rumble really quick, and then we're going to move on, guys. We got a lot we got to talk about. I missed yesterday. Missed you guys. Let's get to it. I don't see anything on Rumble. Let's keep going. Wait, what? My PC's dead. Don't have the tools to take apart the case, put in my new power supply, but then it does have a 1070. Was initially built only for WoW. Damn, man. I remember when I built my, I think it was my, it was my second one? My first or second one? I don't remember. I think it might have been, maybe it was my first one. I think my first PC I ever built was for WoW. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember which one it was. Because shortly after that, I ended up building another PC, but that was to, like, play Crysis. When did Crysis come out? I don't know. Let me see. When did Crysis come out? Crysis came out 2011. Okay, so yeah, it was WoW. WoW was the first one. WoW was the first PC, yep. And then the second PC was Crysis in 2011. So that makes sense. People keep saying 2007. Why do I see 2011? Is it showing me a different one? On October 4, 2011, Crysis was released for PS3 and Xbox 360. It's 2011. Where are you guys getting 2007 from? Am I wrong here? Am I wrong? King of the Hill reboot was great. Nice, Joel. Appreciate that. 2007 was the PC. Oh, is this shit giving me fucking console plebs? When did Crysis come out on PC? I can't believe, bro. Wow, Google gives you console pleb numbers first. Wow, what fucking gays, bro? Gays. It didn't specify PlayStation or Xbox until I looked downward. But it just said at the top, 2000, whatever. That's crazy, bro. It gave me console numbers. Disgusting. Disgusting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Did you mix the Xbox shit? No. We're gonna get into it, boys. Don't worry. All right, so yeah, 2007, and then hold on. So WoW came out 2004. That's right, November 2004. So yeah. I ended up, because I didn't build a new PC for Crysis right away. I waited like a couple of years. So, but I built the PC for WoW pretty quickly because the laptop I was using at the time was terrible for it. Once I started raiding, it was Lagfest City. So I built the PC for WoW probably in 2005. And then like in 2010, I think I built one for Crysis. Because Crysis for many years was the gold standard. And I'm not talking about like Circana standard. Like I'm talking about actual gold standard, you know? So, all right, well, there you go. That's crazy. A modern PC can't even play Crysis. I know, right? T-Type says we're 182 away from tier 1. Current battle standings are Elizabeth at 5 and Angel at 29.99. Nice. Shout out. Thank you, T-Type. Appreciate that. All right, boys, let's get to the next topic. You want to talk about Sony? Or you want to talk about Xbox? Which one do you want to talk about more? I'm going to leave it up to the chat. What's the chat looking like? Chat, what are we looking like? PlayStation or Xbox? Wow, a lot of Xbox. Holy shit. That's shocking.
I was supposed to have the day off, but a coworker called in sick.
What the fuck?
So I played a bit of Palworld and hatched the Egyptian cat Letty from a mutant egg. Check my new screenshot I public posted.
Yo, that's awesome. You hatched a segment from a mutant egg? That's funny. That's funny. Shout out to Speedy Cake. First off, thank you for the 20. Second off, I'll check that out. I'll check it out on Steam after the stream. That's awesome, dude. Shout out. Appreciate that 20 banger. Everybody loves segment, bro. You mostly talk about Sony. I like how since I've been covering Sony for like 2 weeks now, suddenly that's all this channel's about. It's not like there's like many years of covering a vast variety of topics. That doesn't exist. It's like, nope, we're talking about Sony. Hey, guess what tomorrow's video is going to be, guys? Just guess. Guess what the video is going to be tomorrow. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, shit. McKee sneaking one in.
Hashtag Angel.
You're sneaking one in. Look at this, man. You sneaking one in with the $10 and a penny. $10 and a penny. Shout out to McKee. Thank you for the $10 and a penny. Another vote for Angel. I need to make a Sony opening, bro. All he talks about is game news. I know, disgusting, right? Disgusting. It's not like I play games or anything. Do the goofy yell again? I can't. The super chats control the goofy yell. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, guys, let's fucking go. Let's talk about Xbox. It seems like that's what the majority of you want. We'll get the PlayStation story in afterwards, but we'll talk about Xbox. There's actually 2 different Xbox stories that I want to cover. There's 2 different Xbox ones that I want to cover. So, oh damn,
Fuck Rumble.
Damn, this guy said fuck Rumble. Damn.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, McKee is not playing around. Damn, man. Rumble's not gonna like that. He's not gonna like that. How did he get the F word in? That's a good point. How'd you get the F word in there? YouTube normally doesn't allow that. Yeah, that's awesome. Good job, man. Yo, he's overpowered. That's what it is. McKee is overpowered, straight up. Overpowered. Chief Danier snuck in a 523 for Angel. Thank you, Chief Danier. Appreciate that, man. That's crazy, bro. Rumble's gonna let that slide only with a 2? Maybe.
Hashtag Angel.
Maybe. Thank you, Chief Daniel, for the 523. Appreciate that. All right, let's relax. Guys, let's talk about Xbox. All right, guys, I want to talk about Xbox. We got interesting stories dropping with Xbox. Some of it good, some of it bad, some of it ugly, and some of it in between. Guys, we got to talk about Xbox. So let's go over the good first. Apparently, it was announced earlier today. I saw this post from the Xbox main account, but I got the Asha Sharma post because obviously, you know, she's promoting it. But Xbox is officially promoting and including backward compatibility on the PC platform. That is huge, okay? That is absolutely huge, and there is no doubt in my mind that this announcement is specifically here at this time and place in order to basically fuck with PlayStation. Because, number one, PlayStation obviously abandoned the PC platform with their single-player games, right? So that's number one, which is why they're doing something specifically for the PC platform, which is interesting. And number two, the fact that, you know, stop killing games, physical media going away, stuff like that. Backwards compatibility on PC. So it says introducing Xbox backward compatibility on the PC platform. Play 4 original Xbox titles across supported PCs and handhelds today, with more on the way. And if you look, you got Blinks the Time Sweeper, you got Fusion Frenzy, you got Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, and you got Conquer Live and Reloaded. I know one of you guys were playing Conquer earlier, you told me during Griffcast. So this is good, right? This is actually a good thing. Being able to play these games, these older video games, on the PC platform, you know, legit, obviously, not with any like pirating or anything like that. It's pretty good. This is definitely a good step forward, especially at the right time. I'm gonna put it to you like this before we get into the bad news with Xbox. I'm gonna put it to you like this: Xbox has right now, by far, the easiest layup in the world. Easiest layup in the world. What I mean by that is that PlayStation is honestly handing Xbox the easiest PR win on a silver platter, and all they have to do is take advantage of it. They just have to do it the right way. Maybe they could pace themselves, announce, things little by little here and there, which it seems like that's what they're doing. But this is the easiest opportunity at a massive PR win, which some of it seems to already be working, but that's more so tied to GTA. We're going to get into that because apparently Xbox consoles are up by like 86% year over year or something along those lines, and PlayStation's down 20 some odd percent year over year. But to be fair, there's a lot of reasons for that. It's not just GTA. It's not just anything. Anyway, we'll get into it. So this is good news. All right. This is definitely good news. And hopefully we see more. I can't wait to find out what other Xbox video games are going to be adding to the PC platform. I think that's great. That's number one. Number two, we're going to go into something crazy that I saw with Asha Sharma. But before that, she says, new tech shouldn't mean leaving behind your older games. Does that sound familiar? Today, Xbox is launching new tech so that you can play the OG Xbox games that you own, but now on PC and handhelds. So basically, if you own older Xbox video games, you're going to be able to play them backwards compatibility on PC with this new technology that Xbox is introducing. This is a massive win. But again, new tech shouldn't mean leaving behind old games. We all know where that's targeted to, okay? They're not going to say it. And again, they don't have to say it, right? They don't have to say it. I've been saying that for the longest time. They don't have to say it, right? All you got to do is just shit on Sony without actually saying anything, like in terms of their actual name or anything like that. But in any case, so that's a bit of a W, right? And that's the positive side of this story. Now we got Fox News involved in this, and I don't even know how this even happened, to be honest with you. But Fox News is apparently involved in this. Eric Darley, I have no idea who this is. Forgive me. I don't follow politics or anything like that. Justin, Fed Chair Kevin Warsh is now receiving calls to apparently fire the Xbox CEO Asha Sharma from the Fed's task force after she was exposed hiring H-1B workers to replace Americans. Now, we went over this story before. We covered what was going on with the H-1B stuff, and what it seemed to be is one of those like gray areas where it's not technically happening, but it is technically happening. I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds odd, but it's one of those things where it's like they had people they had to replace. They were on visas before, so they hired people that are on visas to replace those visa people. But it's also one of those things is she was accused of firing people at Xbox to replace them with the visa workers. But the thing is, they were already in process to hire those visa workers anyway, and the Xbox layoffs was already in process too. Anyway, the point is like, if you want to think of it like that, sure. If you don't want to think of it like that, sure. I don't care. Like personally, for me, it's like I wonder why when you have Americans, they clearly are able to work, why you are choosing to hire foreign people. I know there's programs within Xbox that are, specifically tailored to that. I get it. But we all kind of know why. Anyway, without getting political, Sharma laid off thousands of Americans and hired foreigners. Rep. Riley Moore, I want her removed. She's the head of productivity and jobs on this task force, which, by the way, was really weird. It was really weird. The fact that somebody who just fired like thousands of people apparently gets put as the head of productivity and jobs. I just think that's pretty funny. What's the strategy? Fire your workforce and apply for H-1B visas. The H-1B visa program needs to be done away with. It's a scam replacing our people in the United States. We are a country, not an international free trade zone. So anyway, check this out. Watch this.
They get their H-1B visa approved, and then they get fired from Microsoft. Congressman, you sent a letter to Federal Reserve Chairman Kevin Warsh after the CEO of Xbox was appointed to the Fed's Productivity and Jobs Task Force. Have you heard back?
I've not heard back.
I was honestly surprised to see the call to fire her happen so quickly. Just given the fact, she's a woman and whatnot, and usually they're a lot lighter on women. But considering, I was a little shocked to see the calls happen so fast. But in any case,
it's a little breaking news. I just sent this late afternoon yesterday before we headed to the floor, and I want her removed. I mean, so she's the head of productivity and jobs on this task force. I mean, I guess what's the strategy? Fire your workforce and apply for H-1B visas. I think the H-1B visa program needs to be done away with. I think it's a scam. I think it's replacing our people here in the United States. We are a country. We're not an international free trade zone.
Anybody find it interesting how, basically both sides of the political aisle don't like her? Anybody find it interesting? There's some, hardcore wokies that are completely shitting on her because she fired and cleaned house, so they don't like her. right? They're basically thinking she's like a pick-me girl, which is crazy, by the way, because apparently because she's brown, she can't do certain things or think certain way or whatever the case would be. And, she should be empathetic to the people she's firing or whatever. It's like, bro, she's firing people that are useless. She's cleaning house. She's emptying the garbage. And to be honest with you, there's so much garbage left over. Even if she fires 4,000 people, there's plenty of fucking garbage that's left over at these companies. But, because she's brown, she's not supposed to think a certain way. She's not supposed to run a business a certain way. It's kind of weird, right? It's almost a little bit assumptive. And, it's kind of, again, I've experienced this personally, obviously. I think most people who aren't white probably experience this, where you're going to have people who are white and also people who are of your own race that are going to look at you and they're going to say, ew, why are you thinking like that? Why do you support that? Why do you support this? Shouldn't you support this? Shouldn't you support that? It's like a crabs in a bucket thing, where you're not allowed to be an independent thinker. You're not allowed to have any independent thought. You're supposed to be the hive mind or be part of the hive mind. Otherwise, you're like a disgrace to your brown skin or something. It's really fucking weird, But the lefties, the wokies hate her because she cleaned house and fired other wokies. And then these guys don't like her because apparently they think that she's replacing American workers with H-1B. So at this point, if both sides hate you, that means that you're probably doing something fairly right. Nobody's perfect, and I expect her to fuck up quite a bit. But if both sides hate you, there might be a conversation to be had there, is all I'm saying.
Where everybody can come in and compete for our jobs. The American worker is the only worker in the world that has to compete with workers from all over the world inside their own borders. And we have millions of people graduating college and technical school and trade school every year who are being outbid in terms of wages, not outworked. And I don't think that that's right. I think we need to get rid of the H-1B visa program.
Yeah, and you recently wrote an op-ed for Fox News Digital about it, the need to address issues with the H-1B visa approval process. Walk us through what can be done here.
Damn, bro, I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe it's me. Maybe you guys can. Again, this may sound really wrong. I don't think I'm ever gonna get old enough to the point where I'm going to sit down and use this as my form of information or even like not entertainment, but like television watch. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And again, it goes with all mainstream news media, fucking Fox News and CNN, all that shit. Like, I don't think I'll ever get to the age where I'm going to sit there and be like, yep, you know what I want to watch? Fox News. You know what I want to watch? CNN. I just can't. I can't, bro. Maybe it's a new day and age of like news being mixed with entertainment, because obviously we talk about a lot of news, but I also try to entertain people and have people have like a good time and we have fun while we do it. These guys are just fucking boring, dude. Like these guys are boring. I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's me, right?
Talk with
Maybe it's
CEOs
me.
out there of global businesses, and they're all in on the H-1B.
I do not watch
visa
MSNBC.
process
Stop it.
And hiring people who have those visas. What are your concerns?
Well, and look, I get why they're for it. I mean, they get to import cheap foreign labor from all over the world. But look, we are a country. Citizens do have, I think, some type of exclusivity.
All right, that's it. That's basically it. So again, people are, I don't know any of these people. I don't even know, like, where does this apply, bro? Where does this apply to this conversation? Where did the Odyssey come into the conversation about Xbox, bro? Like, what is it? Why is this here? This is insane, man. Anyway, I mean, they're not wrong, but I'm just saying, like, where did it come from, bro? Like, why is the Odyssey here? Anyway, oh god, this is just so tiring. It's so tiring, right? But anyway, so I thought this was pretty damn interesting.
So
and realistically, guys, again, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad going on right now with Xbox. We're gonna cover another story where Xbox, I'll just give you a sneak peek right now. Xbox paid the Stalker 2 team, okay? They paid more than the entire development cost of Stalker 2 in order to make the game temporarily Xbox exclusive. I want you to think about that. Temporarily Xbox. So they paid more than the entire budget of a video game in order to keep that video game exclusive temporarily to their platform. I don't know, man. I think that's insane. The amount of money that was being wasted by this company was insane. I think, again, is she perfect for the job? No. She just got there. Hopefully she could pull it through. But realistically, dude, the amount of money that they're wasting on their nonsense over there was insane. And there is no other reason why people are getting mass fired other than the money coming in did not match the money going out. It's that simple. It's that simple. Just like trying to lose weight is calories in, calories out. That simple. Everybody tries to overcomplicate it, but it's about calories in, calories out. Same thing. The money going out was a hell of a lot higher than the money coming in. And that's just not good for business. So that's why they're firing a bunch of people. But that's what's going on right now over at Xbox. If there's anything more I come across, I will definitely let you guys know. Hypno, did you sell your PlayStation yet? I don't even know where my PlayStation is, brother. I don't even know where my PlayStation's at. Daniel-san. I don't even know where it's at. Although I'm going to keep my Stellar Blade PS5 copy because I really like that game, obviously. Boys, let's resume TTS. Some of you guys send some supers, and then we'll get to the next one. We're talking PlayStation next.
Because Rumble sucks.
Oh, what a first super to come into. Holy shit. McKee, thank you for the 2.
One of her perks is plus 50% health regen for player and immunity to poison and paralysis status effect. So and I went on a condensing spree for some of my base pals to up their job levels.
Bro, tell me why. Speedy Cake Super Chat. Tell me why for like the first 75% of it, I thought he was talking about Asha Sharma. I don't know why. When he was like, yeah, one of her perks is 50% health regen and stuff, I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Oh, she's immune to poison and paralysis? Well, that's probably good for a CEO of Xbox. And then all of a sudden I realized, oh, he's talking about Palworld. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there, boys. It's rough. Oh, you guys thought the same? Okay, it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay. All right.
And besides,
that's good.
These politicians are not your friends. They will find other ways to get your votes. We've been fighting this industry before the politician got involved.
True. That's true. Dare Soto, thank you for the 10. That is true. Absolutely, man. It's crazy, right? And now the politics are involved. Now it's dirtier.
I can't wait to get a PC of my own to play Brute Force Squad and Mechasult
Oh,
from
shit.
original Xbox days.
Nice.
You're not the only one, Hypno. I don't want any mainstream news, especially not Fox.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And there is a problem
Thank you for
from the
the 10.
HP1 work programs that does need to fix, but I don't want to hear them because there's other companies does the same thing. Nachos, Xbox, Amazon phone companies, they never go after them.
Nice. Hold on. Thank you, Dare Soto, for the 20. I appreciate that. And yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you, sir. Vote for somebody, though, Adair. Vote for somebody. Mr. Melancholy, thank you for the 10 for Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Playing these old games, man, there's something about it. Like when I got to play Transformers War for Cybertron again, bro, I felt like a kid again. It was amazing. They always have that that feeling, you know? But I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Let me check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what do we got? What they doing over there? Rumble, what are you doing? Let's see. Let's check them out. We got Genetic Spore with $1 says, do be a solid, Hypno. And tell that little rooster he wants to throw down. He knows where we are. Does he have the huevos? Bro, what is this platform war that's going on? What is this platform war going on, dude? Rumble versus YouTube? Shit. I think McKee left, so he's not gonna throw down with the get down. It's fine. Genetic Spore with $1. Rhetorical question. We know they don't. They can't handle the chat here. They like to bend over for censorship. Daddy. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. What is happening right now? Anti-Federalist Pain with the 10 says it's a smart move. In addition to being a win against PlayStation, they're trying to see what old IPs they can resurrect. That's true too, because you never know. Like he's saying, they might try to turn it into like they might remake it or they might make a sequel or something. Like you honestly never know. So that's true. That's true. Whichever old titles are played, they will announce new titles in. I could guarantee it. Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that, dude. I would agree. Anti-Federalist Pain says with a 5, do not read this aloud. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 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 Yep.
A long time ago
Thank you
in the
for the
galaxy far away.
Fart?
We have a Wookiee loose in the reactor room. One spark and the Death Star blows up.
Wait, fart? Why'd you say fart?
To be continued.
Why do you say fart? Thank you for the NOK 100. Appreciate that. What the fuck was that? What? In a galaxy fart away. That's insane, bro. Shout out to you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the NOK 100, bro. Appreciate it. All right, boys. We're caught up. Are we ready for going to PlayStation? Are we ready? Daniel says you kind of have to blame gamers for this shit. Fanboys will buy all the Sony slop, way more casual than gamers and hardcore.
Hashtag Angle, you hit on the nail where you said that some color people don't want their own people to think for themselves, instead preach their own message.
Dude, I've experienced that all my life. It's a very, like, crabs in the bucket mentality is what plagues a lot of minority communities. And a lot of the white liberals will never talk about that because, number one, they don't experience it. And on average, anyway. And number two, I mean, well, so white people do experience it if they grow up poor, where every once in a while you'll get, it's not as bad, but they do experience it. But on average, it's really bad in minority communities. A lot of Spanish, a lot of black. It's like they see you doing good and they want to claim that you're trying to act like the white man or that you're doing it for like white acceptance or some stupid shit like that. It's like, brother, the fuck are you talking about? Do you look like, do you see how stupid you look? Do you realize how stupid you sound? Like, do you realize that? I don't even think you realize that. It's crazy, but it happens a lot. So I really think that's what's holding down a lot of communities, because then you end up having these kids, they grow into adults that feel like they owe their lives to the fucking hoods that they grow up in and shit. It's like, no the fuck you don't. No the fuck you don't. And again, it doesn't matter who you are. Every opportunity has been proven to be shown that when given the opportunity, they will move out of the ghetto immediately and never look back.
Away from your
Most
glutes.
people. Uh-oh. Wait, why is the lighter by his
He's
glutes?
got a lighter.
Use the fart, Chewie. Use the fart.
What? Hold on, I'm invested in the story. I'm invested in this story. Wait. I'm so invested in this. Wait, so he had a lighter by his glutes? And then he used the fart and he farted on the lighter flame, and wait, did he suicide bomb the stormtrooper? This is actually a good story. Wait, I wanna know. We got a self-sacrificing Chewbacca? Is this canon? I don't know, it should be. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you for the NOK 200. That's a good story so far anyway.
Angel.
Bro, why
have you seen Dark Farts Parody Smells Edition trailer? New Souls game. Soon on PC.
I have not. And I'm scared to even no. No, I'm good. Why is everybody starting their super chats with a fart sound? This is getting weird now. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so let's continue. You guys are insane, bro. Seriously. Pausing TTS to stop all the farts from coming in. Let's go over PlayStation. Let's talk about PlayStation. I'm going to X out of the story with Xbox. Oh, we got to talk about Marathon today, too. I forgot. We got to talk about Marathon. I forgot about that. All right, let's go. Let's talk about PlayStation. Where is it at? Right here. Here we go. All right, guys, we got to talk about PlayStation. I know this is when you get excited. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Talk in the comments. Let me know. But guys, Alana Pierce aka the Princess of PlayStation, has decided to blow the lid off of what's potentially happening. And I gotta say potentially because we don't actually know 100% because, well, PlayStation doesn't want to say anything, which kind of leads credence to what a lot of people are saying from the insiders who are talking to other people that either don't work for PlayStation anymore, or they're journalists, or they may be former employees or whatever. So a lot of peers is reporting that Sony has introduced its strictest social media guidelines that they have ever had ahead of the controversial PlayStation disc announcement. So basically, PlayStation, Sony, knew that what was happening or what was about to happen was going to be so bad and so drastic that they knew they had to implement a basic gag order on all their employees to not say a single word until further notice for as long as they deem fit. Like, they have a complete gag order and silence order on their company. Pierce said in a recent video that people working at PlayStation first-party studios told her that Sony expected a major backlash before making the announcement. Now, my question to you and to everybody else watching this video, and you can comment and let me know your answer, my question to you is, this company and other shills for this company have been trying to convince you that physical media means absolutely nothing. They've been trying to convince you that nobody buys physical media anymore. They're throwing all kinds of insane, very, very twisted numbers at you. 85%, 95%. They're throwing all this stuff at you. And meanwhile, Sony had to place a gag order on their employees when it comes to social media for something that supposedly doesn't matter. They expected massive backlash for something that supposedly doesn't matter. Isn't that a little bit weird? I think that's a little bit odd. If something actually doesn't matter and it doesn't mean anything, then there wouldn't be that level of backlash or that level of reaction. The truth of the matter is that the reason why people are mad is because they cared, right? Most people are not going to get super mad at something unless they care about the situation that's happening for whatever that reason may be. Whether they're emotionally invested, whether they're financially invested, you have to have a level of anger which comes from a level of care in order for you to reach that level of anger when it comes to something like this with physical media. People cared about physical media. People cared about their collections. And if people didn't care, they wouldn't say anything, which, to be honest with you, would be a lot worse. When you have customers that are completely apathetic to what you're doing as a company, they don't care. Like, look what happened to Bud Light. They permanently lost a massive amount of their customers that are never coming back because people eventually just became apathetic to it. They just don't care, right? So right now, people still care because they're still invested. But as more days go on and as PlayStation continues to stay quiet, more and more people are going to walk away. Are they going to be fine? Yeah, probably. They're going to be more than fine. But realistically, you're going to still lose a good amount of customers that otherwise you didn't have to lose. Like, we just went over the numbers the other day on the video talking about physical sales and whatnot with Circana and the gold standard and trying to tell you that almost nobody buys physical anymore. The numbers don't make sense. If you look at the leaks that happened a couple of years ago, and especially if you look at the fact that they excluded Japan for reasons that are very obvious for anybody that knows sales with physical media in Japan, when they use those kind of skewed numbers, they're using those numbers for a reason. When you have to present your numbers with a bunch of asterisks that explain all different kinds of scenarios that have nothing to do with the number, that shows me that you're trying your best to try to make it seem as positive as possible because you know that the actual real information is presentively negative. You know that it's not going to look good if you give the full truth about all the numbers and everything. So with that being said, according to Alana Pierce, Sony already knew everyone would be pissed off. They knew this. People working within PlayStation first-party studios told me that Sony had the strictest social media guidelines for this particular thing that they have ever seen issued by the company. She explained that Sony regularly gives employees guidance on what they can and cannot say publicly, which is so interesting because remember what happened with Charlie Kirk? Did they all suddenly just forget? Or is it because their studios technically outside of PlayStation? But I mean, at the end of the day, they're PlayStation studios, right? Santa Monica Studios, all these companies that had people saying the wildest things when it came to Charlie Kirk. Did we just throw like the rule book out the window? Is that kind of like what's happening here? But anyway, so Pierce said that she received similar instructions while working on God of War. This girl talks about God of War more than anything. Like, this is her claim to fame. God of War, like everything's God of War. Anyway, but describe these new guidelines as far more restrictive than anything she had previously experienced. She says, but in this instance, it's apparently the strictest the employees I spoke to have ever seen regarding public communications. They would only have done this if they knew that it was going to be an enormous PR issue. This is no surprise to them. So if this information is true, okay, if this information is true and what she's saying is legit, because again, this is all coming from her, from people who are speaking to her, which I have no doubt that she does know a lot of people on the inside of PlayStation. They would just love to give her all the information. For whatever that reason may be, they would just love to just give her the info. So I have no doubts about that. But realistically, at the end of the day, it's still something she said to he said, she said. So, but if this information is true, that means Sony knew that for something that supposedly does not matter, they knew that the backlash would be so massive that it clearly does matter to the people that it's affecting, but they purposely just don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about what you like to buy, how you like to buy it. They only care about whether or not you're going to give them the money the way they want you to give them the money. With all that being said, we have an article that kind of goes over that we'll come back to in a second, but I want to focus on something that came out recently. United States PS5 sales are down almost 20% year over year. Apparently, it's a very tough month for the industry. It's always the industry, right? The industry is the problem. It's never the people doing it. Because last I checked, like this article states, Mecha Chameleon didn't have a problem. Palworld, a game that came out 2 years ago, that finally released in 1.0, that's not having a problem. Even in 1.0, it's not having a problem. There is a lot of video games out there that are pretty damn successful, having no issues whatsoever. And yet, for some reason, PlayStation's having problems, right? Not only that, I know their hardware's down, but their hardware's down because they keep raising the freaking price. You're only going to be able to convince people so much to buy your hardware when it's almost $1,000 when it used to be $500. They're not gonna want to do that, right? Or in the case of the PS5 Pro, like $700, whatever the original price was. So let's check this out and see what it's got to say. June 2026 was also going to be a difficult month for the U.S. games industry, as last year plotted the record-breaking release of the Switch 2. Nintendo's console registered an expected 79% year-over-year decline, contributing to a 21% decrease for the industry at large. The price-adjusted PS5 also assisted with the downturn, posting a 19% year-over-year hardware revenue slump. It's becoming an increasingly tricky year for the PS5, no doubt about that. So these guys are struggling to sell consoles, but to be fair, they're at the end of the life cycle. So they're at the end of the PS5 life cycle, and we already know that they're speedrunning to the PlayStation 6. They want to get to the PS6 as fast as possible so they can have their digital fortress that they love so much, and they'll be able to charge you whatever they want dynamically. Whether you spend less or more, it's totally at the will of PlayStation. Has nothing to do with your own consumer choice. They are going to control everything, and they want people to get there as fast as possible. We know that already. So the price-adjusted PS5 assisted for that. Xbox actually doubled its sales year over year, although it was still dead last across on all metrics, even though this was a better month overall for Microsoft's machine. Now, I want to be very clear. This information is coming from the gold standard Circana, okay? So you got to take it with a massive grain of salt, because the way that it's showcased, the way that it's going to be presented, it's going to be heavily skewed to for whatever that reason may be. He never seems to be able to just give direct numbers. It's always got to be a percentage with a vague comment here or there. And truthfully, with Xbox does so poorly on the hardware scene and on the game sales scene that any increase is going to seem massive, right? So it's 79% year-over-year decline, but Xbox gaining a 80-something percent year-over-year increase. 80-something percent on almost nothing is still almost nothing, right? So Matt Piscatella put this out there to basically showcase some stuff. Of note, EA Sports UFC 6 was the best-selling game of the month, leading all other titles, including on PlayStation platforms. So they want to convince you EA Sports UFC 6 was the best-selling game of the month. And this is in the US, I guess, or I don't really know. There's so many. Anytime there's a fucking asterisk, I have to look at it like, oh, okay, interesting. Remember, these charts are ordered by revenue, and the indie title only cost $6. It's estimated to have sold 4 million units in the U.S. alone. Of course, Circana data now incorporates digital sale projections mixed with point-of-sale actuals. Oh my God. So Circana data now incorporates the projected sales. The projected sales. So now they're showcasing what they think the game is going to sell, while claiming that it's the #1 game or #2 game or #3 game or whatever. So it includes projected metrics. It's not even, it's not, I don't mean to laugh. So now we're at the point where you guys know that you're not selling as many copies as you normally, were, especially PlayStation single player games. So now it includes projected sales so that you could be more inaccurate or something. Like, how is that even a thing, brother? Like, you should have that on separate metrics, no? Shouldn't you have actual sales and then you should have projected sales separately? Why is projected sales being mixed with the actual point of sales? Why is it being mixed? What the fuck? That's insane. Oh my God. Anyway, so with all that being said, let's go back to this strict social media guideline that apparently is affecting the company. Realistically, guys, I don't think Sony's going to say anything. I've said this many times before, and I'll say it again. I don't think Sony is going to say a single thing. I think it's pretty obvious the plan that's in place, and they're going to stick to that plan. Sony's pretty stubborn on that regard. If somebody like Alana Pierce is saying this, I think it's pretty fair to say that that's fairly what's going on. And ultimately, I think at this point, like I say all the time, forget the whole boycott thing. Again, I know people want to say boycott. Forget that. At this point, I think you need to realize what's best for you, and you decide if you want to stay, you want to go. It's up to you. It's all up to the person. Realistically, it's all up to the person. And I'm noticing more and more people walk away. One of our viewers, I know she just recently got a PC. Peaches and Cream got a PC. Was talking about it the other day. She got a PC. She's enjoying it, having a great time with it. Gave up the console life for the PC life. It's just, I think that's gonna happen so much more that people don't even realize it. And again, PlayStation is gonna cope. The shills are gonna cope, and they're gonna say, well, we still have 75%. We still have 80%. We still have whatever. Right? It's still selling XYZ. So we feel like, it's a win. You guys are losing. Haha, you guys are losing. I'm going to tell you what the truth is. The truth is that no matter how much these shills want to try to cope and tell you you're the one losing by not buying video games on PlayStation, that is never going to be true. That is never, ever going to be true. If you buy outside of the console ecosystem, the chances of you winning is exponentially higher. And not only that, there are avenues for you to actually keep your games. Granted, they are digital, but there is avenues for you to keep your games. I'm seeing people burning games on discs and making their own freaking physical copies. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. It's insane. But you have those options. Outside of a closed ecosystem, you have those options. And that is infinitely more freeing. That is infinitely more freeing. So realistically, guys, again, crazy information, but not that shocking. And honestly, I think they're going to triple down at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing something where, they're just gonna, first of all, we all know that they're waiting for GTA 6, right? We all know GTA 6 is gonna be their big golden goose. They're gonna put that out there. GTA 6 is gonna be the thing that's gonna make it seem like all you guys don't matter. They're gonna utilize GTA 6 and the numbers that come from GTA 6 as a means to try to prove that everybody's like basically full of shit. That's what they're gonna do. After GTA 6, though, I don't think they're ever gonna talk about copies sold again. I think GTA 6 will talk about copies sold, but I don't think PlayStation already tries to avoid the copies sold conversation because all their sequels have sold half, if not more, like less than half, compared to the initial iterations of the games. So once PS6 comes out with even less players, if they lose 10, 20% of their players, their copies sold are going to be atrocious. They'll be making more money per copy, and that's what they're banking on. But they're not going to want to talk about copies sold. They're not going to want to talk about it at all. So I can't wait to see the marketing switch up. I can't wait to see the actual... I mean, it's already happening, to be real, but I can't wait to see the switch up where they're not going to talk about anything, realistically. And ultimately, what they're banking on, I'm sure it'll work for them, but I think that people that walk away are going to end up much better in the long run. That's what I think is going to happen. So that's basically it for the PlayStation story. And again, absolutely insane what is going on, the gag order on PlayStation employees. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me resume TTS really quick. Let's go. TTS.
#Angel.
All right. Got an Angel vote in there. Thank you, beautiful Zexel, for the 5.
Chewie
Appreciate
blew
you.
up the Death Star with his farts in Star Wars, The Fart Awakens. I wrote this and texted it.
Of course. You see why I paused the fucking TTS? You see why? Thank you for the OK50. Appreciate it.
I will never get over the fact that the only reason we have her is because of the KF devs lost at their own game.
Yeah. Shout out to
Apparently,
Bob.
the
Thank you for the
is
5.
class actioning Sony for being a monopoly now that Sony dropped its only legal excuse, physical discs.
They are. And there's multiple different places that are suing Sony right now. And I'm sure there's going to be more. There's going to be more. Thank you, Speedy Cake, for the 10. There's definitely going to be more.
Can I get Chewy action fart figure? I can eat candy and get
What the
diarrhea
fuck?
with Chewy.
What the? What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Holy shit.
What the fuck was that? Sam, that voice has always been there. People just don't use it very often. How many viewers did we lose for the singing? Oh, probably like 30. Thank you for the OK50. Appreciate it. What the fuck, dude? Let's go over to Rumble really quick, man. Rumble, we got hold on. Toradol with a 2. Sony probably needed the silence while the contracts were finalized. Yeah, that's true. They don't care about the public reaction so long as they can't interfere with their plans. Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know, man. It's rough because you got to think about like how disconnected these people are from social media. Like how disconnected are these executives or these companies that are making contracts with Sony? How disconnected are they from social media to not see all the backlash that's happening? So even if Sony forces their employees to be quiet, surely that's not going to stop these people from knowing what's happening. You know, but I don't know, maybe. I'll put it to you like this. There's a reason why Sony announced the removal of physical media on their blog and not on their console homepage. There's a reason.
WTF was even that.
Gaming is dead. Thank you for the 5, bro. I appreciate it, man. There's a reason why they announced it on their blog and not on their, their console announcements or front page announcements. Like when you boot up your PS5, you're not going to see an announcement talking about the end of physical media. There's a reason for that. Right? Because they don't want people to unsubscribe from PlayStation Plus. They don't want people to sell their PS5s. They don't want people to start walking away now. There's a reason for that. But you know what they did? They damn sure made sure they advertised GTA 6. They advertised GTA 6 harder than their own first-party video games. That's how hard they went. They advertised it all over the place. Banner, massive banner, everything. A whole animation. Everything, bro. It's because they are relying on that shit. They are. Just like Xbox. Xbox is not absolved of that. Xbox is relying on GTA 6 also. Bro, this fucking generation of consoles, I'm sorry to those of you, listen, it's fucking trash, bro. It's trash. It is one of the worst generation of consoles I think I've ever seen. In terms of performance, that ended up being completely bullshit, right? All the promises that were made by these consoles at the beginning, you're going to be able to play 8K this, whatever, like complete bullshit. The amount of nonsense that came with the consoles, the fact that every year the subscription went up in price multiple times, the fucking hardware went up in price multiple times, it's all been shit. All of it's been shit. We've got some banger games. I'm not talking about the games, right? Like, not necessarily PlayStation video games. I'm just saying in general, third-party video games have been pretty decent. We've gotten some pretty good games, but the fucking consoles themselves, bro, Nintendo's not absolved of this either. Absolutely
Sooner
fucking
than later,
trash.
Sony will get their ass beaten and the law, and maybe not be today and maybe not next month or next year. Karma will comfort them.
Maybe. You never know, man. Thank you for the 5, Adair Soto. You never know. It's just like all the possible bad corporate decisions that you could possibly fucking make was happening during this console generation. It was ass. It was literally sweaty ass, bro. There's no other way to explain it. So now, if they did it in this generation, imagine all of these bad, all of these bad corporate bullshit decisions they've been making. All these bad decisions they've been making in this generation. Imagine what they're going to do when they have a closed off ecosystem in their next generation. Imagine that. Imagine what they're going to do. If it was complete fucking ass now, imagine what's going to happen when they stop you from being able to buy used video games. When they stop you from having physical media. When they raise the price on PlayStation Plus again. And I guarantee you, the PlayStation Plus increase is going to be more egregious this time around than it ever was before. They've been raising it like $1, $2 here and there.
The point is anti-consumer now.
Yeah, true. Thank you for the 2 Adair Soto. I appreciate you, bro. They've been raising it little by little now, like $1, $2 here. They've been raising it very slowly. Once PlayStation feels like they have it in the bag, completely under control, they have it in the bag, there is no competition, they're going to double that shit. Ask me why I think that. I think that because Sony did the same exact thing with Crunchyroll once Crunchyroll absorbed their competition, Funimation. Once Crunchyroll absorbed their competition, Funimation, they doubled the fucking price. Doubled it. Within like 3 days. After announcing Funimation's demise, within like 3 or 4 days, they were like, hey, by the way, Crunchyroll is going up double. Sony did that because they realized they have it. That's it. Game over, right? They play chess. Checkmate. You know? Within 3 to 4 days, that's what they did. So once that happened, once that merger happened and that perception of competition went away, because Sony was involved in all these companies, they were involved anyway in Funimation. But the point is, once that perception of competition went away, they fucking doubled the subscription price. Crazy. So that's why, like, ultimately, once they feel like there is no competition, and Xbox can still be around, by the way. But if Sony really feels like Xbox is at the point where they're basically on their last leg and they're not actually competing on any reasonable metric whatsoever, they're going to fuck around. They're absolutely going to fuck around. There's no doubt about it. They're going to fuck around. So, and you know what? Hey, the gun and ball gamers, they're going to eat it up. They're going to be like, yes, of course. I'll pay $200 a month for PS Plus if I can still play my NBA 2K. Shit. I spend $30,000 every 3 months on 2K26. Yeah. That's no problem. $200 is nothing. Yeah, take it, Sony. I got it. I got it. Here you go. Take it. Take it. It's crazy. Don't vomit, Oliver Adam. Don't vomit. All right, boys. Listen, it's 11 o'clock. Let me keep scrolling. We got Torno with a 2. With AI in the mix, I expect the PS6 to remain the secure, inviolate fortress Sony dreams of for weeks or weeks. Kind of 50-50 if it stays secure to release date, honestly. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a group out there that ends up getting really fucking pissed at Sony, because that's kind of what happened last time. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a hacker group or somebody out there that's going to be really pissed at Sony, and the moment the PlayStation 6 drops, some crazy shit's going to happen with the PSN network. I wouldn't be surprised. Bro, we need another, you know, and it sucks because that affects the people that just like play the games and have no idea. But realistically, we need another PSN hack to happen. We do. Like, Sony needs to be brought to their knees for like the 30 plus days they were brought to their knees. How long was the PSN down for? It was like 30 days? Let me look it up. How long was PSN down during the major hack? Let's see. 24 days. It was down for 24 days during the 2011 hack. And yeah, 24 days. Damn, 24 days, bro. Almost a month. Almost a month, boys. That's crazy. You're surprised it hasn't happened yet? Well, they tried. There was a couple of hacks that happened after that. But obviously Sony learned. But I wouldn't be surprised if some crazy shit goes down when PS6 releases. I would not be surprised. You know? Jared says, I hope that GTA 6 looks good. To be honest, if it does not, it won't be worth buying on PS5 or Xbox. There was rumors that it's supposed to be like locked at 30 FPS on consoles. Because they're trying to maintain like a level of fidelity. Because in order to get to 60 FPS, it's gonna be quite the sacrifice. I don't know if that's true. Obviously, I'm just saying like the rumors that are out there right now. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think there's a single Grand Theft Auto that's ever run at 60 FPS on consoles. I'm pretty sure almost all of them, with the exception of like remaster older titles, I'm pretty sure like at release, all of them launched at 30. And then eventually when the hardware got better and remasters came out, that you would get a 60 FPS version. You know? I'm pretty sure. But again, 30 FPS has nothing to do with the fidelity of the game. I think it will look good. I'm pretty sure. Like it looked pretty good in the trailer, but then again, ironically, no gameplay has ever been shown, so take that for what it's worth, right? Trailers look good. Cinematics look good, right? But a cinematic can easily look good. I can make an AI cinematic right now that'll have some high detail to it. But the gameplay, where's it at? Where's it at, Jack? Nowhere to be found, you know? So, all right. T-Jab says, we are currently 6 cents away from tier 1. How the fuck are we away? How are we 6 cents away from tier 1? 6 cents? Holy shit. That's actually funny. The battle right now is Elizabeth at $15. And Angel is cooking, bro. Angel is cooking. $65.23. She's cooking. That's amazing. Holy shit. Neverwin says, I tried to break my crippling Palworld addiction by playing drums and ribbon in the ESO. When I exited, LOL, game crash detected. ESO, not Palworld. Pals are impeccable. Bro, what do you think I'm doing tonight? We're going to be playing Palworld. We are going to be playing Palworld, boys. It's going to be happening tonight. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold off on these 2 other stories I had with Stalker 2 and with World of Warcraft. I'm going to cover it tomorrow because I want to look up more about the World of Warcraft story. I don't feel like it's enough. The marathon story, I'll cover tomorrow.
Not anymore, it's tier 1 now.
Bro, look at this. Darren Soto with a 2. Thank you. Summer Days with the stripper dollar. Titan Watts with the stripper dollar. Yo, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Shout out. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, the marathon story we'll cover tomorrow. I'll use that as my separate PlayStation story just because I feel like laughing at them. Marathon tonight? No, we'll talk about it tomorrow. It'll allow me to get some more information on it anyway, because what they're doing is pretty fucking hilarious, and I want to just get a little bit more info. So we'll wait it out. Oh no. Look at this. Just looking at this, I know it's gonna be bad. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't realize that was even gonna happen at the end. Fuck. Scrap Gamer says, did you cover the other Nintendo story with them throwing out that lawsuit against the U.S. government? No, I did not. I covered when the lawsuit first happened. And I also covered the lawsuit that gamers were doing against Nintendo for trying to double dip on tariff money. But I did not. I didn't know if they threw it out or anything. I'll look that up and see if we can add that to tomorrow. I don't mind. I don't mind adding that whatsoever. But thanks for letting me know, Scrap Gamer. All right, boys. Listen, we're at tier 1 now. We got to finish this battle, boys. Let's have a good time. My Palworld stream, for those of you that want to hang out while we're playing Palworld, I got to show you my crazy ass base. Guys, it's honestly insane. It's insane. I don't even know what I was thinking when I built it, but all I know is that it's fucking legit. It's fucking legit, boys. I'm going to make it live. Here's the link for it. I just published it. It's live right now. Here you go. How's the lawn on it? I don't have a lawn. Actually, that's not true. My pals are they're farming on the lawn, actually. I put the link on YouTube and Rumble. Guys, we're going to do the waifu battle. Let's figure out who's moving on to the next round of this particular tournament for the best fighting game waifu of 2026. We'll figure that out, and then we're going to go play Palworld in a little bit. How much did you spend on the PC? Depends on what kind of performance you want, brother. But you could get something different for like $1,500 or less. Something decent, not different. Sorry, decent.
Hypno, you have a problem of addiction again.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Thank you for the 2. I don't have an addiction to Palworld. Let me live. Let me live.
Don't get to hide. Train for the fire, born for the pain. Hands on the ropes like pulling a chain. One ring, one crowd, one brutal scene. Step in the lights and prove what you mean. Hear that roar, feel the shake. No one leaves without a name. The waifu battle, bring the thunder now. Knock the whole house down. Raise your hands. Let the rivals fall. The waifu battle. We take it all. Flash of a boot and a snap to the jaw. Paint on the canvas, blood on the floor. Eyes like a storm, hard like steel. Every hit lands hard and real. Crowd in a frenzy, stomping the floor, begging for more, still wanting more. Hair in the sweat, grit in the grin. Only one queen is walking out in. Hear that roar, feel the shake. No one leaves without a name. The waifu battle, bring the thunder now. The waifu battle, knock the whole house down. Raise your hands, let the rivals fall. The waifu battle, we take it all. Now the mask comes off.
All right, boys. So listen, this has been happening all stream long. It is Elizabeth versus Angel. Both of these characters are from the King of Fighters series. So regardless, at least one of them is going to be moving on into the next round to start the new bracket for the next section. So we're going to figure that out, boys. Let's figure it out. Let's make it happen. Start the music. It's already in favor of Angel. We're going to do 2 rounds of the song. You got to put the name first. This is where we're at right now. Elizabeth's at 15. Angel's at 65. You let me know, whichever way. And we'll try to get tier 2 in the meantime. We'll try, I guess. We'll see. You hope Angel wins? We'll see, GDR. We'll see. We'll see. I know you like them gray hair waifus. We'll see, sir. We'll see. Did I say King of Fighters? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Supreme says Angel for sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out. Angel's in the lead right now. There's nobody trying to be a savior for Elizabeth right now. We'll see. John D says, hey guys, got milk? That's crazy. That's insane. What's up, Jared? How you doing, man? Welcome in. pure fresh.
Elizabeth, coffee so
Yo! David came in with a 10 banger for Elizabeth. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to David A. Vest. Appreciate the 10, my man. Bumping Elizabeth up just a little bit. Makes the lead a little bit smaller. All right, boys, that was the first round. That was the first round. We have one shot in there. Let's see what we can do. The music's going to start again, and then we're going to figure out who's going to win this with the final countdown. Are we ready? Angel versus Elizabeth. Let's go. Music's on. Titan Wan says, where's Rumble tonight? No fight. They might have tapped out from yesterday. We'll see. Who knows at this point? That might be something, Vice Admiral. It's kind of close. A little bit. Trust me, it's Angel. It might be. Don't wait for chair shots, guys. The likes of this is bitch. We'll see. There was no stream yesterday, and Lady Titan Wasp was so disappointed. Tell her I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then you guys wonder why I only go with the popular waifus. Every tournament from now on is going to be popular waifus only. Because people who keep saying, hey, introduce new waifus. Every time I do, they get felted.
Elizabeth.
They get wrecked. Mr. Melancholy with a 3-banger for Elizabeth. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, Mr. Melancholy. Supreme says we need Tifa. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a tournament where it's like 32 different versions of Tifa. 32 different versions of Tifa. That's all we're gonna keep doing for like the rest of the year. That's what's gonna happen. I'll do it too. I'll do it. The #1 Tifa tournament. I swear to God. Oh, man. Supreme says, oh, yeah, it sounds amazing. I'm sure it does. All right, boys. Are we ready? Ready for the final countdown? The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts, boys. Let's make it happen. This is our last chance to try to save tier 2. Here we go. Panther with a 10 for Elizabeth. Let's go. The lead is a lot smaller now. Toradol with a 5 for Freerin. That's odd. Waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting for lag, waiting. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's still Angel, but T-Jab's gonna let us know. Toradol with a 5 over on Rumble says hashtag Freerin. She's got something different. Oh wait, who the heck is this? I mean, she is gray haired. That does make sense. That does make sense. Good battle, guys. Deadeye's Lock says saving tier 2 summoning jutsu. No, it's cooked. It's cooked, Deadeye's Lock. I appreciate it, though. It's cooked, man. It's cooked. T-Jab's going to let us know who wins. In the meantime, guys, here's the link for the gaming stream. If you guys want to go check it out, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm putting it both on YouTube and on Rumble. Sounds like a banger song, Waiting for Lag. Should I make a song called Waiting for Lag? I'll make a song called Waiting for Lag. That'll be funny. What about a waifu battle with every winner from that year? That would be crazy. That'll be a really crazy battle. That'll be crazy battle. I should do it. I could do it. I could definitely do a Waiting for Lag. All right, boys. Here we go. The numbers are in. We got Elizabeth at $38 flat versus Angel at $65.23, which means the winner and moving on to the next round of this particular tournament is none other than Angel. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Let's go. Let the coping and seething commence.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it, boys, for the waifu battle. Angel's moving on, which means she will be at the start. So tomorrow is going to be Sonya Blade versus Yuri Sakazaki. That's going to be interesting, boys. Sonya Blade? When's the last time we had Sonya Blade in the waifu battle? When's the last time she was in the waifu battle? That should be pretty interesting. All right, guys, listen, we're going to be playing some Palworld in a little over an hour, give or take. So, guys, the link is in the chat for the Palworld stream. Join us over there in a little over an hour. I'm going to be working on my base and trying to level. I want to get to, like, I don't know. I'm almost level 65 right now. If I could get to 70 or close to 70, that'll be awesome. I want to focus strictly on leveling after I kind of show the base and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes, man. Guys, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all the donos and whatnot. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it very, very much. And again, shout out to the Hypno mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting me on Tier 2 for the last 382 streams in a row. We made it happen, guys. Unfortunately, it's going to go away now. But thank you so, so much. We'll try to maintain Tier 1 to the best of our ability. And also, if you're not going to check out the Palworld stream tonight, then join us tomorrow for Hypnocast, obviously, and some more Griffcast at the 5 p.m. slot. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, so that's co-op night. Tomorrow's co-op night, so we're gonna have Wizard and we're gonna have Leon, assuming Leon's computer actually works because his monitor got felted. So that's basically it. All right, guys, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it, and I'll see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, you guys already know, man. Go be bigots and go be gooners, and thank you again for everything. The tier is officially reset. Bye. Beautiful Zexo, thank you for the 5 memberships. I appreciate that very much, brother. Thank you. Unfortunately, it doesn't get us there, but I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. That means a lot.
And I got news for you. That means you
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her lady gay. Fuck Baby J, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
at the touch of the black man.
Tier 2.
I bring life. I bring life.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing? It's the outro. I can't even give you the ears. Holy shit, John D. What the fuck?
I bring life.
John D, what the fuck? Hey, John D. John D, I'm gonna wear the ears on Gripcast tonight, man. Come over to Gripcast. I'm gonna wear the ears. We got tier 2. Holy shit, what the fuck?
That's right!
What the fuck?
Just to be sure.
What the fuck are we doing?
Why the hell are you still here?
What are we doing?
Get out of here. Go play some video games.
What the fuck are we doing?